Hello again. White to checkmate in 3 moves. The first thing to note here is that if we had our king there, that would be checkmate. So that's what we need to consider. And that hit me as soon as I looked at this problem, that we need to get the king to g3. So you don't need to do anything else here. In a situation like that, if you can be so convinced that that is the way forward, then you must try and find a solution based on a key move with the king. Now the question is, which is it? Is it king to h2 or is it king to g2? Well, the objection to playing king g2, quite simply, is that although it doesn't really make any difference unless black plays the one reply that stops white in his tracks if white plays king g2. Now, if black does anything other than the response that I'm going to give you in a moment, on the next move, it will be that, and there is no way out. In other words, if he takes the rook, white takes sanctuary there. There's no check down here at all because, of course, the rook's gone. It's not pinning the queen anymore. And this queen f4, it doesn't matter what you do. Try whatever you want. Take the knight with the rook or the bishop. Move this bishop. It doesn't matter. But there is a way around it. And the way around it is by playing here. Now, if you notice, in that position, if he goes to g3, he queens the pawn, and there's no mate in 3. And if white does something else, which he's going to have to do, because he can't play king g3 because of queening the pawn in check, then it would be promoting to a knight and giving check. Whereas if you notice in this position, had he gone to h2, the knight has no significance whatsoever. But he would still get in that way. So what we do is we put this back and we just remind ourselves of what we're doing here. We want to get the king to g3. We play king h2. Now our threat is king g3. If white can get his king to g3, it's mate next move. So this is the reply to stop him doing that. So like I said just a moment ago, white is going to have to think up a different device to king g3. He can't get away with it. Nevertheless, he wants to checkmate on f4. So how does he do it? Well, like I said earlier, we need to stop black checking on either the back rank or the second rank. Now, black is self-blocked here. Even if he could move this queen, which he can't at the moment because it's pinned, he wouldn't be able to check king. So, black is self-blocked. So what we can do is we can try blocking here. Now, this looks a good idea because if he plays rook takes, queen takes, I should say, it would be rook takes d5 mate. No doubt about that. So, what is the answer to it? Well, the answer quite simply is to play here. You queen the pawn and you're defending against queen e4. There's no queen f4 because the queen is not backed up by the king. So that doesn't work. But it's an interesting idea and it paves the way to find the solution to this absolutely magnificent problem. Can you see it? Well, there's only one other piece that can be interposed, isn't there? And it's the knight. Yes, that's why. And again, if he'd taken this knight, it would be king g3 instead of playing the pawn there. But with the pawn there, we had to think up something else. So it's knight d5. Now, if he plays queen takes d5, it's rook d5, checkmate. So what does he do? Now you see, if he queens this pawn, let's have a queen on there. To be sure, it stopped queen e4, but it does not stop queen f4, and that is checkmate. Isn't that wonderful? I do hope you enjoyed that one and managed to succeed in solving it. It really does test the brain cells, and these mates in 3 I find probably are the best. They're not too long, they're not too short, and they force you into thinking just that little bit outside of the box. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and goodbye to you for now.